Bigami, big hello. Hold on, let me let me get shrunk. That'll do. There we go. There we go. Hello, good morning. Welcome to, I don't know, fucking tier lists, I guess. I don't know what's happening. I haven't really planned for this. But we did it. We ran out of video games. Well, we ran out of this rotation of video games outside of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. So, yeah. So I thought, well, you guys were absolutely fantastic during the birthday donathon back in April. I know, April, jeez. But since I don't have any games to worry about, or I'm not getting distracted by, other stuff, I figured now is really as good a time as any to, really kind of get these goals done, right? We knock these goals out of the way. So I was kind of looking at the list, and you guys unlocked 2 tier lists. You unlocked a fanfic reading stream, which we're going to do on Thursday. That will be friendo of the channel and channel artist Reiko's Digimon Ghost Strife fan fiction. So we're actually going to be doing that on Thursday. Then I don't know. I don't know where we fit the creepypasta in, but the way the rest of this week is going to work is we're gonna do both tier lists today. They probably won't take long. This will probably be a short stream. Tomorrow over on the YouTube we have the Digimon Frontier watch along with the other me, and Meg. Then on Thursday we'll do a couple of chapters of Digimon Ghost Strife. Then on Friday, myself and Meg will be back with Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. On Saturday, I think is going to be a Splatoon day, because there's a big run or something on. So we might do that, or I don't know if I wanted, I would have to start streaming stupid early to fit in a model kit build, especially if I want to do the Shine Greymon model kit. So I don't know about that. Card subject to change. We could do it, we could not. I don't really know yet, but then Sunday will be the Digimon Savers watch along over on the YouTube channel with the other me and Meg. And then I'm on call for a week from work, and when we come back from that, it'll be time for Yakuza 2 Kiwami! Along with possibly Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. So we'll kind of see how all that shakes out. So I'm going to swap over to the live scene here. Actually, once I yeah, let's see here. So I'm going to open up the tier list maker, and then I'm going to swap over here. You know what? Look, I'll do a bit of shit posting here, and we'll start with the Zero Escape one. I won't let this count toward the two we do tonight. Because I don't know if the Donathon paid for a Zero Escape tier list. That's because Christ, this franchise is in my blood. I know Ben would appreciate the Xenoblade one. So yeah, fuck it. Come on, we'll do the Zero Escape one. Just for funsies. So Phi is S rank. There's no doubt about it. Phi is S rank. Junpei, oh, they have them broken up by game. That's weird. So you've got like Junpei from Zero Time Dilemma and Junpei from 999. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Ooh, well, hold on. Let me grab Virtue's Last Reward Phi, because she is definitely the S rank. Zero Time Dilemma Phi, I think is maybe an A. No, you know what? No, she's still an S rank. Because she kicks this asshole in the face. So we're gonna drop you down to D rank, Delta. D for Delta. Zero Time Dilemma Junpei is like a C rank character, while 999 Junpei I think is like an A. Ace, A for Ace. The Ninth Man, D. He's such a nothing burger of a character. Delta outranks him. Luna. Where are you? No. Luna. Yeah, you're an S rank. Alice is like a B tier character, I think. Clover. 999 Clover is... Guys, I'm gonna be honest, this is... Gab is S rank because doggos are good boys and girls. So yeah, the doggo is S rank. So we'll just get that out of here. Oh, this is probably a divisive opinion. But I don't really like Clover all that much. I think Clover in Zero Time Dilemma is much worse. But 999 Clover is like a B tier character, so I think that's... Now I know people are like, you know, spitting out their moo milk or whatever at that, but I think as a character, Clover's kind of overrated. I'm gonna be honest. Like, who have we got? Dio. Oh, I'm gonna give Dio an A rank because he's such a slime ball. Like, he does his job as, spoiler alert, for like a game from the 3DS, but you know, like a game from like 2006, I think, maybe 2007. But God, he's such a, he's a scumbag you love to hate, right? His role in the story is very effective, and I can't really rank him. Like, I want to put him down here because he's such a scumbag, but he's so good at being a scumbag. I can't help but put him up here, you know. Um, then, oh, okay. So, um, right then. Hmm. Next up, then. Hmm. Yeah, Diana. I think we have to like. I can't keep ignoring Diana. Um, I really do like Diana. I, Do I like her more than Ace though? I don't think so. I'm gonna put Diana there. Um, right, and then this is another case where we have the version of a character from one game and the version of them from another game. So I'm just gonna keep like these here for a second. 999 Akane, fucking S rank. Absolutely top tier S rank character 999 Akane. Zero Time Dilemma Akane. Oh, they really water her down. For how much pomp and circumstance she gets for 999 and how her story arc like bleeds through all three games. She feels like a bit player in Zero Time Dilemma. Like her and Junpei's whole thing doesn't really get time to breathe in that game. So I'm gonna put Zero Time Dilemma Akane down here with Zero Time Dilemma Junpei. I could go either way on how they rank out, but yeah, I like Zero Time Dilemma really needed more budget and more time to be a complete game, and unfortunately these two get shafted like to hell and back because of it. Um so um okay. Dome Patrol here. Hmm. Where Q as a character, Christ, Q, I don't like Q. I think you'll find a lot of like there might be like three exceptions up here, like two, Gab and Phi. But I think you'll find for the most part the Zero Time Dilemma version characters are gonna end up like down here. Um, I think Q has a lot going for him. That he's not a complete waste of a character, and there's a good plot twist with him. But he's also just kind of there, so I would, he's kind of bordering like low C, high D kind of. Um, so I think leaving him there is I think I might come back to that based on how these guys fill out. So leave that with me. But I don't think Quark, was it Q or Quark? No, Quark is this kid. Yeah, you're Q. Um so then Carlos. Good God, Carlos, where do I start? Like, uh I, I wasn't really down for the Carlos Akane Junpei triangle that seemed to be going on in Zero Time Dilemma. But Carlos has to be like, Carlos gets such an idiot ball in one of the game's many endings where he gets sent back to the past, timey-wimey stuff. So if you've never played these games, don't worry about it. But he gets sent back to the past, and instead of using that time to prevent everyone else from getting caught up in the game that's being like played out, he just sits on his hands and waits until it's the correct time to go in and rescue them. Rather than prevent the game from happening at all, he goes, oh no, I'll just wait until they're already trapped and then go rescue them. And then that kind of sets up the events of Virtue's Last Reward as well, because of that, shenanigans happen with these two, and so the timeline for that then goes 999, Zero Time Dilemma, and then Virtue's Last Reward. So I still like him more than Clover and Q, though. So that's why he sits here. K. Okay, I really like you. You're like a B tier character. You're just ever present, and you're like the wise and relaxed character. Even though everybody is rightfully suspicious as fuck about you because you're trapped in a big robot suit and nobody has the key to let you out, and you're just chilling. So I do I like K. I think but I like, he's still kind of like a B tier character for me. So yeah. Lotus A. I really do. I love Lotus. She's got great banter with Junpei. She's got a great relationship with Seven, who's this guy here. That's very antagonistic. They bully and tease the crap out of each other. And yeah, not to mention, she's she's this like well-renowned hacker or something, and she dresses like almost like a stereotypical like Bollywood dancer, because if I'm like I'm may need to go back and replay these games, but it's somewhere in between. She's getting very self-conscious about herself because she's 40, and it was meant to be a distraction while she was looking for her kidnapped daughters. Go figure, right? But like she's, she works with the outfit, like um like her big honkin' stonkin' badoinkadoinks are just flapping about, and she doesn't care. So much so that YouTube censored one of my thumbnails because they're not on show, like she's covered up, but there was enough cleavage there that I had to censor one of my YouTube thumbnails back during one of my older playthroughs. So, she's a weapon. I like her for her personality, I swear. The aesthetic doesn't hurt though. Look, girl's pretty, okay? Get over it. Now, oh, Christ. Then we have this bitch who is probably one of the worst characters in the game. Like, Mira, yeah, Mira and actually, I'm just gonna put them together for this because, well, Eric here is like, oh god, I hate Eric. He's angry all the time. He's violent. He beats the shit out of Q, who's just a child. Like he's absolutely the worst. He's carrying a boatload of trauma. Like he's passing the pain on that his own father gave to him after their mother was murdered. But I still like he's an insufferable asshole. And then on one of the timelines, we find out that it was actually Mira that killed his mother. And he's like, and when he finds it, like, he's cool with it. He's just like, yeah, I don't care. I love you anyway. Please don't leave me because I'm clingy and obsessive. But Mira is kind of like a femme fatale done in all the wrong ways. Like she's just kind of there aesthetically because every game has a titty character. In 999 it's Lotus, in Virtue's Last Reward it's Alice, and in Zero Time Dilemma it's Mira, but she's kind of just trash character wise. Alice here is like an Interpol agent or some shit who got caught up in everything, trying to find her father's killer. So she's got this kind of Chun-Li thing going on with her, which is pretty bitchin'. She's also like she's also made to be like something from 999 that you just keep guessing until the game tells you whether she actually is this plot point from 999 or not, and I will always love that. I will always love that. Hey Meg, welcome in. But yeah, Mira and Eric can like die in a fire together if they don't already on one of the timelines. They can just fuck right off. Quark B is child. Tenmyoji is his grandpa. He is child who loves his grandpa. I don't really have much to say about Quark beyond that. There are some elements in Virtue's Last Reward where like he goes missing and how a child goes missing on in a facility like that where everything is very where every door basically leads back on itself. They do a good job of kind of explaining how he's able to go missing on a couple of timelines, but overall, I don't have feelings like for or against Quark as a character. So I think low B is I think that's kind of fine. I think that's kind of fine. Um um why don't I recognize some of these characters? I mean, you should. You were there for all three games. You should. Santa. Santa. Is it Meg? Would it possibly be because they're in their like art style as opposed to like their in-game art, like they're in their promotional art style, so maybe it's making certain people look different. I think Santa's a cool character. He's a good foil for Junpei during the events of 999, and then his sort of relation to the overall plot and how he helps put the events of that game together, which in turn set into motion the events of Virtue's Last Reward. Zero Time Dilemma, and then the events of Virtue's Last Reward. Santa's a pretty important character for the series, and again, he's a good foil for 999 Junpei. So yeah, I think I'm happy to have him on A tier. Is Clover there twice? Yeah, it. Everyone, a lot of the characters like here, Fi has her Virtue's Last Reward version and her Zero Time Dilemma version. Akane has her 999 version and her Zero Time Dilemma version. Junpei 999, Junpei for Zero Time Dilemma. I, I don't know why they were included twice, but it does make the tier list that little bit easier. I won't lie, it does. Um, the real problem is that some of these characters also have a form for the other game that they're not in. Um, like Akane does technically have a Virtue's Last Reward form, or sorry, but that's not featured here because it's a massive fucking spoiler. So I can appreciate that. But all three versions of Junpei are represented here, but also massive fucking spoiler. So I'm not going to point out which version, which other character is also Junpei. Um, yes, it's the dog. Okay. Um, that's why I'm confused. They're the same people. Yeah, basic. Yeah, yeah, they are. They are the same. Okay. Seven. Oh, again, I like Seven's relationship with Lotus. I love how they just antagonize and take the piss out of each other. Um, and again, he's very important to the overall story, finding the original ship with the kids who were all kidnapped for the morphogenetic field experiments. But he's also just kind of one note. There's no real like depth or layers to his character. It's like it's one of these situations where like I could swap K and 7 on the list here, and I don't think it really matters. Because they're both just the big guys of their games. Um so Yeah. Uh, um, I think I might move Dio up ahead of Ace. I think Dio is a better villain than Ace. Oh, spoilers. Oh, look. Again, 999 came out in like 2002 or something. Um, if you haven't played it or heard of the franchise at this point, you probably weren't going to. So, gloves are off, I guess. Um, he is. He's a detective. You do still have the party hat on. I had to bring the table up because otherwise I look very naked, even with the skirt. So I brought the table up to cover, um, just to have fun with it. But hold on, there we go. Hey, Monstar! 7 months.
Star Inside just subscribed for 7 months. Zero Time Dilemma tier list.
Yeah, there's a whole ass Zero Escape tier list here that caught me by surprise. So I was like, yeah, okay, let's go. Let's have fun with this one. Um, so then we get to Sigma. Both versions. We have Virtue's Last Reward Sigma, and we have Zero Time Dilemma Sigma. Monstar, how are you doing? Is the fan on in here? It is. Is it coming through the mic? If it's coming through the mic, I'll adjust some of the mic settings. See here. Where are those mic filters? Just finished the fishing? Oh wow, you really just did dedicate a whole day to fishing, huh? That's awesome. Did you catch everything? Alright, let's see how we get on there, if that's better. If not, I can lower down the fan. Or move it further away from me. It's not much, but it's obvious because when you're not talking, it's silent. Ah, okay then. I'll shift it further back. That way it shouldn't get picked up as easily. Hold on. All right. Let's see how we get on with that then. Missing the three gigantic, but got all the small, medium, large, and jumbo. There should be a quest line now that gives you the fantastic bait, and you'll use that to get the gigantics back at the Oasis. If that helps speed things up for you. And that should also then give you the Ocean Maid outfit. Which is one I am considering getting commissioned for both artwork and cosplay. Let's see. So where were we? Oh yeah, Sigma. Sigma climb. Oh, next to Phi, you are probably the best character in Virtue's Last Reward, so you go up here. You're an S rank character. And also kind of like Phi, because you actually were given time to develop in Zero Time Dilemma, unlike these two, you also get S rank in your Zero Time Dilemma form. You have one of the best stories in that game, and Sigma is fantastic. I love Sigma. Um, now Snake, 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 Snake. Uh, Sorry, I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. Okay. Um, I damn. Hold on. Let me see if there's that. Oh, that's much better. Okay. I don't know why I wasn't that zoomed in before. Badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom. um, I like Snake. I think he's a good A rank character. Um, he's good at keeping Clover in check. He's got some incredible talent to him considering his disability or disabilities. Um, the scenes that he is in um are incredibly fun. And I think he gets one of like the better plot twists across the three games. So yeah, I think he's an A rank character. I think he's better than Diana, but I don't know if he's actually a better character than Ace, which in turn doesn't make him a better character than Dio because Dio's fucking incredible. Oh, but a lot of like Ace and Snake's stories rely on each other, or like a lot of their development across 999 rely on each other. So I think I could like put these two on either side of each other and I'd be happy enough. So we'll split the difference and put Snake between Dio and Ace. Um and then we have Tenmyoji. Grandpa Tenmyoji. Um um, Bitter, disgruntled, lives in a post-apocalyptic world because of the events of I think because of the events of Virtue's Last Reward, really. On the same timeline that was kind of caused by Carlos being such a jackass in Zero Time Dilemma that caused these two to kind of break off from one another. Um, like he lives in that timeline and is just so fed up with everything. Quark is really the only thing holding him together as a human being. Um, Quark is really the only reason he hasn't thrown away his humanity or just like, tried to commit Sudoku. So he's actually he's developed pretty well across the course of Virtue's Last Reward. I do like him better than Alice and Clover. And I think I like him better than Diana, who I think gets bumped down to B rank from this. Um and that finishes out the tier list, and I like this little stepping oh well, no. I mean you would need one more up besides Sigma here to get a perfect set of stairs, but I do like the kind of I like this thing. So yeah, I think like I that would be my zeros. There's honestly two characters. No, hold on, two. Um, God, I mean, depending on how you want to look, like this tier list already has multiple versions of the same character. Like Zero the Third is missing. Also, I understand why 01 and 02 aren't there, but Zero the Third really should be. Um, the old woman from Virtue's Last Reward should also be here, but I understand why she's not. But again, other characters have multiple versions of them, and just having the three variations of that character, I think would be a nice way to kind of fill it out. I think if the old woman was there, though, I'd probably put her at C rank, maybe behind Q. Because she's there and she's very important to the story, but I still prefer her over Delta, Ninth Man, Mira, and Eric. So, so my motives are complex, I suppose, on why I would include certain other characters on this tier list, but I can understand and appreciate why whomever set this up didn't. If they don't say who it is, it's not a spoiler. Exactly. Like I've already spoiled. There were 3 Junpeis on this tier list. I'm not saying who the other Junpei is. There are 3 of him on this tier list. And the old woman is, well, an older version of another character, so I think she should be here. But it's not my tier list. I didn't make this. So um but I still think Zero the Third should be like the bunny rabbit Zero. I can also understand why the Doctor isn't on this tier list, because that is a hell of a spoiler because there's no dressing that up as anybody else. But so I can appreciate why the Doctor isn't on this tier list, but I think the old woman and Zero the Third should be. I would put Zero the Third up at S rank because he's so good. He's such a fun character. And then the old woman would just be bottom of the C list. So bottom of the sea, under the sea. But yeah, that would be how I do it. Um. So yeah, Gab at top of the S rank because doggos are good. Fi is objectively the best character in the franchise. Fight me on that. Luna is a cinnamon roll who should always be protected. Akane is the tent pole of the franchise. None of this happens without her. Sigma for the Sigma is very much the same. Junpei and Santa again, good foils for each other. Lotus is just hacker mom trying to do her best. Dio is the best villain in the franchise. He's like, I want, again, as I said earlier, I want to put him on the D list just because he's such an awful character. He's such an awful human being, but he's so good at being a villain, you can't help but respect it, you know? Yeah, and that's kind of like, yeah, I've kind of made my case for everyone. Um, I think I've never liked Clover as a character. I don't think she's the worst, but she's very middle of the road, and that's kind of how she ends up for her 999 appearance anyway, in the middle of the bees. But I think her Virtue's Last Reward interpretation is just fucking diabolical. In like character assassination levels of diabolical. So bottom of the C list she goes. Um Zero Time Dilemma, Junpei, and Akane just don't get enough time in that game to develop as characters because the game was given no budget and went through like a bajillion rewrites, and different teams in development were working on the different teams like C, D, and Q. Um, so it was it yeah, C team, D team, and Q team or something like that. So oh yeah, because C team was uh Carlos team, D team was Diana team, and then Q team was, well, Q team. So, objection, Your Honor. Zero Time Dilemma Sigma should lose a rank for being far more an arrogant asshole than Virtue's Last Reward version. Uh, I would agree to a point, but I think his character in Virtue's Last Reward is too important to knock down because it is ostensibly, because of timey-wimey shenanigans, it is Virtue's Last Reward Sigma. It is the teenage Sigma in the older Sigma's body, where in Virtue's Last Reward, it's the other way around. And that is too important to the story. The two versions of Sigma are so connected and interlinked and reliant on each other that I, I, I really felt that was the only way to place them. Virtue's Last Reward Sigma goes ahead of Zero Time Dilemma Sigma, but other than that, it's yeah. Um, so that was kind of my logic. Further point, Zero Time Dilemma Sigma is also the guy who put them through an Onery game. Agreed. Agreed. But you know, all because of the other puppet master who deemed it so. And I don't want to spoil too much for people on this, but your points are valid. Your points are completely valid. And on a replay of the trilogy, I might organize them differently. I don't think I've 2020 was the last time I played through the trilogy, I believe. 2020. So could be rose-colored goggles, or I could have blinkers on for certain characters and their placements. A more memory jogging immediate playthrough could resolve that, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I want to go. I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to mess with this as it is. But I totally take on your points about Sigma, and that is totally a conversation worth having. Definitely so. Hi. Well, look. Oh no, where did? Oh, there they are. Okay. I was like, where the fuck did everyone go? So that is that. I will put that into the Discord. Um and let me just copy the link for anybody who wants to do their own. I'll throw that into Discord as well.